Welcome back to Bolo Talks Football. Today, as you can see by the title of this video, Man United have qualified for the Champions League. Wow, this has been a long time coming for them. Given the fact of where they were coming from last year, this is actually amazing. And shame on everybody else. Shame on you, Chelsea. You know, shame on you. That's what I'm talking to. Shame on you to allow this club get back in the Champions League. Michael Carrick has done an absolutely phenomenal job. I'm sorry, you guys should not be negotiating for Andoni Rel. He's done enough to take the job. And I don't think they are. I think they're just placating their fans to say they are negotiating. I don't think they are. I think he's done a phenomenal job. The game today was fantastic. Still showed some of their holes because Saint Lamans, I don't know what you were thinking, and still giving the ball away twice. I'm like, horrible. But it showed that with a baseline, because as much as I rate the players they signed, I don't think Cunha and Bemo, they're the best players in the world. No, they're just the baseline. They know how to play in the Premier League. They do. They know how to play in the Premier League. They know what to do. They know what is needed of them, and they're able to do it. I think with Amorim, he was this rigid 3-4-3. It was not working, and they were getting more and more boring because games stopped making sense. All of a sudden, there's confidence in them, and Bruno Fernandes is on a madness with the assist. Everything he's touching, but perfect. So I think, and they qualified today, and I think they're in a position next year if they get some new additions. So, and they hope that because the key contributor in all this is Bruno Fernandes, centered around you now hope that he doesn't regress, but that's the key contributor on Manchester United right now. And then they can kick on. They've been linked with midfielders. They've been linked with certain defenders. They've been linked with Watson. They've been linked with Baliba, Tonali. I don't think Baliba is the answer, but that's. Hey, feel free to mess up. Don't be being responsible this entire time. Feel free to mess up if you want. But now we come to Liverpool. Liverpool is what to do with Slot. What to do. Because now, unfortunately for Liverpool, they've put themselves in a position where thanks to the mess up of the other teams that were in this top 5 race, Liverpool will probably also get Champions League football. But now what to do with Slot, because this is not good enough. It is nowhere not good enough. And quite less is kept. They spent almost 300 and something, well over 300 million last summer, and this is the product. Now, granted, it's not their fault that Isak, Ekitike have been Achilles, and now Isak, long-term injury, did something with his knee in the first half of the season. It's not their fault. But I think their sponsor is not Richard Hughes? Whoever it is, whoever you are, spending money in Liverpool, stop. Liverpool are like that kid that you finally let loose in the candy shop. They go for everything they come up, whether it makes sense or not, it does not. They go for it. Their dream target is only say sure, like sure. For my birthday, I like Jay-Z too, but let's be realistic. It's not happening. Go for the previous Liverpool would have gone for things meaningful, players that actually had impact, players that actually wanted to be there, players that made sense together. They're linked with Morgan Rogers. How do you have a team with Morgan Rogers, Szoboszlai and Wirtz in the same team? How many 10s do you need? How many 10/, they can play left wing do you need in one team for it to make sense? How many? You're not they're interested in Yan Dioma. But he's the $100 million man. Is he really the answer? And no offense, if you buy him, you're most likely going to play him out of position, which is what you did with Wirtz anyways. So just because you have the money doesn't mean you should spend it. Now they're in a weird conundrum because Slot has done enough to keep his job. But then Alonso, Iraola, there's some other managers out there that they could go for that would be interested in the project. But will probably get tied down to the other jobs very soon. So what do they do now? So I think in Liverpool's way, I think for you to be fired at Liverpool, you have to be horrible. You have to show that there's no hope. The way Brendan, you have to go out that way for them to fire you. So I think he was done enough because they said there's an end of season review. They're going to review his actions and what could have done better. I think he stays, and I think that's a terrible decision because and I don't think it's solely his fault. I think the players that have been bought for him don't make sense together, but the club are asking him to make this make sense, but they don't make sense together. Wirtz and Soboslai don't good. They're your two number 10s. Yeah. But you actually brought Wirtz to replace Soboslai. Not the other way. Now you have to find a team to play them together. While also this year you have to accommodate where Salah is going to play at the same time. While also realizing that, where's Gakpo going to play? Then breaking news. You now realize, your midfield is slow. You don't have an actual defensive midfielder in there. Yeah, but you went around spending all this money that you didn't necessarily need to. Ekitike by himself would have been fine. Even though we can't predict the Achilles injury, which has happened. So now, where do Liverpool go from here? Do they go? They've already signed Jeremy Jackie from Rennes, and I think they're interested in Adam Morton. Doesn't really solve the problem, but carry on. So now, where do they go? Do you think the Man United can actually carry on and continue this? If so, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you in the next one.